Development Financial System and Digitalization of National Payment System. Started with Central Payments Office that established by United Nations Transition Administration in Timor-Leste on January 22, 2000, under UNTAD Regulation No. 2000/6. The office was transformed to the Banking and Payments Authority of Timor-Leste on November 30, 2001 by UNTAD Regulation No. 2001/30. And on September 13, 2011, it was transformed into the Banco Central de Timor-Leste under Law No. 5/2011. A vision and mission of Timor-Leste's financial system. By 2025 the usage of electronic wallet mostly will replace the use of cash. Most payments and transferring fund activities will be made electronically, by using a cell phone or other form of portable computing device. The banking system will be meeting the full range of the banking needs of Timor-Leste's firms and households, of both large firms and small firms, and of people in both the major centers and in the municipal. In order to achieve its mission and vision, the BCTL is being guided by its institutional value. Transparency. We are a role model for society and for the institutions. Our procedures and rules are clear and applied in a rigorous, universal and consistent way, both internally and externally. Integrity. We exercise our business with honesty, high ethical and moral standards, respecting the confidentiality and legality in all actions and decisions involving our interests and resources. Mobilization. We mobilize to provide the best service to the Timorese community, through the ability to consult, listen and learn. So committed. Ownership. We exhibit a sense of belonging and involvement, establishing as priority the objectives of the institution and showing availability to perform activities beyond the scope of our role. Responsibility. We invest in expanding our technical and professional skills, deliver on the responsibilities that are assigned to us and that we proactively seek, through ongoing monitoring of the consequences of our decisions and actions. The central bank has been working to advance the national payment system through adopting new technology to improve the system capacity and efficiency. In August 2014, BCTL launched the Financial Sector Master Plan. It provides a detailed plan for the development of Timor-Leste's financial system. It also complements and supports the Timor-Leste government's Strategic Development Plan 2011 to 2030, recognizing the interdependency of the financial sector development and broader economic development of the country. In December 2014, BCTL launched the strategy for the Timor-Leste National Payment System. It contains a vision and strategy for the National Payment Systems (NPS) development in Timor-Leste. The document describes the opportunities to exploit recent advances in new technologies to permit all people in Timor-Leste to benefit from access to banking and other financial services. In April 2015, BCTL launched the RTMR, a real-time gross settlement and automatic clearing system. It enables electronic payments between individuals, companies, other entities, and government organizations to be made in real time or through batch clearing. Participants include all commercial banks, the Ministry of Finance, and other indirect participants. RTMR is at the center of the national payment system on which the following retail systems have been developed. In September 2017, Banco Central de Timor-Leste launched the National Strategy for Financial Inclusion 2017 to 2022. The strategy will serve as a roadmap to pave the way for a stronger, more innovative and inclusive financial sector for Timor-Leste. The strategy establishes action plans for the next 5 years covering the development of access to financial services, financial products, product pricing, capacity building, institutional arrangements, financial literacy, and consumer protection. In December 2018, BCTL implemented the national switch named P24, which offers a full range of payment services. Through the system, ATMs with the P24 logo can be used by bank cards with the P24 feature, regardless of the issuing bank. The P24 is the connection that allows transfers between e-wallet to bank accounts, facilitating bank clients to access their accounts and transact electronically, without visiting a bank access point or using a debit card. In 2019, integration of RTMR and GRP. This integration enables direct and indirect participants of the Ministry of Finance to process their payments directly through Government Resources Planning, GRP, from their offices. The connection enables the Ministry of Finance to perform bulk payments from the government to people, G2P, or to service providers, G2B, directly through the system, reducing the time required for banks to process the transactions. In October 2020, payment of government fees and taxes through ATMs. The BCTL completed the tax payment features implementation in the P24 system, allowing bank clients to pay their taxes electronically through P24-enabled ATMs. This was an essential step in the e-government strategy to simplify and make government services more efficient. Facilitating access of people to these services is a crucial strategy of the central bank to modernize, strengthen, and develop the financial sector to support economic growth. Integration fintech into banking services. Since mid-2020, the fintech companies which offer e-wallet service have been connected to the mobile switch through the P24 system. The P24 system connection allows transfers between e-wallet to bank accounts and vice versa, facilitating bank customers access their accounts and transact electronically without visiting a bank branch or ATM, by using the e-wallet application in their smartphones. From now on, it is possible to transfer from e-wallet to HNF account. Introduction online reporting system to financial institutions. BCTL introduced the BSA, a web-based banking supervision application for submission of FIs reporting, validation, and analysis of prudential indicators for enabling and supporting an improved bank supervision function. Starting from 2021, all the FIs submits their monthly and quarterly report through BSA. Introduction the online system process for credit guarantee scheme and credit moratorium program. BCTL implemented an online system for the credit guarantee scheme and credit moratorium, that it enables all the processes to be carried out digitally. In order to maintain essential financial services available for the public during the state of emergency and ensure that there was no any interruption to the financial systems during the COVID-19 pandemic, the BCTL introduced several measures that required all financial institutions to continue to provide minimum services to the public. Adjusted the minimum threshold of ATM withdrawals limit to $1,000 daily. Ensured all other electronic payment channels are operational at all times during the period. Continue to provide other essential financial services to the public including but not limited to credits, transfers, etc. Required all cash withdrawals by individuals below $1,000 be made through ATMs. The BCTL has taken a leadership role in promoting access to financial services for all the country's citizens. The BCTL commits to bring unbanked people into the formal financial services network, and at the same time, to improve basic financial literacy levels of the Timor-Leste people through a nationally coordinated network of financial education programs and awareness campaigns. In 2014, BCTL undertook a leadership role to introduce the National Financial Education Awareness Campaign, focusing on three key pillars: plan, save, and protect. The project started with the National Savings Day celebration on November 29, 2014, championed by the President of Timor-Leste. It marked as the National Savings Day and it will be celebrated annually every November 29. It aims to raise awareness about personal and small business finances, promoting a change in the spending behavior to encourage the habit of saving. On August 28, 2015, Banco Central de Timor-Leste launched its first National Strategic Plan, NSP, for financial literacy in Timor-Leste and children's savings accounts. The NSFL defines financial literacy as a combination of financial awareness, knowledge, skills, attitude, and behaviors necessary to make sound financial decisions and ultimately achieve individual financial well-being. In August 2022, BCTL endorsed its second National Strategic Plan for Financial Literacy in Timor-Leste. The BCTL launched the Children's Saving Account on August 28, 2015. The account is designed for children from birth up to 17 years old to save money for their education. There are no fees for this account. All commercial retail banks offer the products with similar conditions. Since 2020, customer can deposit from e-wallet account to the Children's Saving Account. As June 2022, there were 25,068 children's saving accounts. For men 12,754 accounts, and women 12,314 accounts, with more than $9.5 million in balance. BCTL and the Ministry of Education have been working together to include a financial literacy module in the national curriculum. BCTL has developed a financial literacy module targeted at school students aged 7 to 12. In 2016, BCTL and the Ministry of Education signed the MOU to implement the financial literacy module in public schools, starting with a pilot project in 14 schools from 12 municipalities. In 2020, Banco Central de Timor-Leste signed second MOU with Ministry of Education on the implementation, monitoring, and assessment of the financial literacy program in elementary schools. Some important new points introduced as follows. Include coordination with National Institute for the Training of Teachers and Education Professionals for the trainers. Include coordination with National Curriculum Unit for the assessment method for students attending the program. Include coordination with National Directorate for Preschool, Basic Education and Recurrent Education and National Directorate of Elementary Schools to raise awareness about the importance of the program. Establish a schedule for the teachers of elementary schools to teach this program every Saturday at first degree and second degree period of elementary schools. Define methods for assessing students who attend financial literacy classes. Analyze the possibility of formally introducing financial literacy to the national curriculum, especially in mathematics in the third elementary school cycle. The BCTL committed to support micro, small, and medium enterprises, MSME, to foster economic activity and create jobs. It was designed as an initiative to improve MSME's business skills in financial reporting and facilitate access to financial services. BCTL launched a module on basic record keeping and accounting for MSMEs in 2016, and following by the training to MSME in Timor-Leste. The breakdown of the MSME participation by gender are as follows. Most MSMEs that has been benefit from the training program came from Dili and most least participant from Kovalama, Manituto, and Ailu. Meanwhile, the breakdown of sectors attended the training program as described on this chart. The Banco Central de Timor-Leste, BCTL, organized the Training to the Trainer on Financial Literacy program. The program was done to member of FCCHM in 2019, and SICUP in 2022. In 2020, BCTL launched the nationwide program to promote the usage of digital channels for financial transaction through bank accounts and/or e-wallet account through Digital Village programs. The BCTL commits to measure the results and impact of its programs and its initiatives. Since 2016, the central bank has regularly collected data, calculated indicators, and analyzed financial inclusion indicators. The results are published in the Financial Inclusion Reports, released every 2 years. From the Financial Inclusion Reports, the total number of financial services access points increased from 1,205 in 2016 to 1,642 in 2018 and 4,925 in 2020. Most of the growth from 2018 to 2020 resulted from the increased network of e-wallet agents across the country. All types of financial services, except insurance, increased their number of access points since 2018. Adults are using more financial services compared to 2018. And on the gender perspective, women used more financial services than men. Considering all types of financial services, it covers all 12 municipalities and RAEOA, and for the first time, all the 65 administrative posts throughout the country. At the SUCO or village level, 391 SUCOs have at least one financial services access point, but 61 SUCOs were without any financial services. From the 391 SUCOs served by financial services, 343 SUCOs have access to e-wallet services. The two e-wallet services operating in Timor-Leste, Mozen and TPay, both have experienced substantial growth in transactions and clients. Agents and merchants accepting e-wallet services as a means of payment have increased from none in 2016, to 178 in 2018, and to 3,182 in 2020. As per June 2022 regarding the active clients, men were 110,387, and women were 87,242. And for the transactions as per June 2022, transfer amounted to $11 million, deposit amounted to $1.4 million, and withdrawal amounted to $1.8 million. Thank you. For detailed information, please access BCTL's website at www.bancocentral.tl.